For centuries, we've been taught that Christopher Columbus discovered America. But what if I told you that history is far more expansive and complex than we often realize? Emerging evidence suggests that African explorers may have set foot on American soil long before Columbus. We're not just talking about a few decades earlier, but potentially thousands of years before European arrival. Get ready to explore the possibility that African civilizations, particularly from West Africa, may have played a pivotal role in shaping the history of the Americas. Fasten your intellectual seatbelts, folks, because we're about to challenge conventional historical narratives and delve into a realm where ancient civilizations and cutting-edge science collide. This video is sponsored by Fitness Lifestyle, a Herbalife distributor dedicated to helping people manage weight and improve health. Whether you want to lose weight, build muscle, detox, clear stretch marks, pimples, acne, or regrow hair, click the link below to order now. Interested in joining Herbalife? Become a distributor to earn extra income, enjoy discounts, and help others achieve their health goals. Contact Fitness Lifestyle via the link in the description to get started. Before we set sail on our transatlantic adventure, let's address a common misconception. The idea that Africans were somehow less capable of maritime exploration than their European counterparts. The truth is, civilizations like ancient Egypt, nestled along the mighty Nile, possessed advanced naval knowledge millennia ago. We're talking massive wooden ships, intricate sail designs, and a deep understanding of the stars for navigation. Egyptian records speak of epic seafaring expeditions, some lasting for years. These weren't just fishing trips, these were voyages of exploration, trade, and perhaps even colonization. And remember, the Nile, with its connection to the Mediterranean, provided a gateway to the vast Atlantic Ocean. Now let's shift our attention southward to the empires of West Africa. These societies, masters of trade and diplomacy, commanded fleets that would rival any European armada of the time. Their knowledge of ocean currents, wind patterns, and celestial navigation was unparalleled. This was the result of generations of accumulated knowledge passed down through oral traditions, intricate maps, and meticulous observations of the natural world. To think otherwise would be to underestimate the ingenuity and seafaring prowess of these ancient African civilizations. The Atlantic Ocean, once considered an insurmountable barrier, might have been more like a watery highway connecting continents and cultures in ways we're only beginning to understand. Stay with me, because in the next chapter we'll delve into the captivating story of one West African emperor who dared to explore the unknown, Mansa Abubakari II of the Mali Empire. Let's journey back to the 14th century, to the heart of the Mali Empire, a realm of immense wealth and vibrant culture. Imagine a kingdom so rich that its emperor's pilgrimage caused an economic shockwave. But our story is about Mansa Abubakari II. He abdicated his throne, entrusted his empire to his brother, and set sail with a fleet of over 2,000 ships into the Atlantic. 2,000 ships. This was a meticulously planned expedition to discover what lay beyond the western horizon. The ocean holds its secrets close, but evidence lies within the annals of history. Esteemed Arab scholars documented Abubakari II's transatlantic expedition. These were accounts recorded by respected historians. Columbus wrote about encountering black-skinned people in the Americas. These accounts take on new significance when considering prior African exploration. The Mali Empire had the means and motive to reach the Americas before Columbus. Abubakari II's expedition could be the missing link in our understanding of transatlantic contact. In the next chapter, we'll delve into the archaeological and genetic evidence supporting this theory. So far, we've explored the historical narratives hinting at pre-Columbian African voyages to the Americas. Now let's turn to the tangible evidence of these ancient journeys. The enigmatic 𝐂𝐨𝐿 civilization of Mesoamerica, colossal stone heads with distinctly African features. These 𝐂𝐿𝐵 heads date back to 1200 to 400 BCE. Their features resemble ancient African sculptures and masks. Some scholars argue these similarities represent a direct cultural exchange. Could these heads be testaments of African explorers? Recent genetic studies reveal connections between indigenous South Americans and Africans. Shared genetic markers suggest ancient contact. These markers suggest contact long before the transatlantic slave trade. Linguistic similarities between African and Native American languages. Shared words and structures hint at a common linguistic ancestor. Correlation does not equal causation. But consider the historical accounts, archaeological evidence, and genetic and linguistic connections. The possibility of ancient African contact with the Americas becomes difficult to ignore. The Olmec heads, shared DNA, and linguistic echoes are pieces of a larger puzzle. Stay tuned as we explore more intriguing evidence in the next chapter. You might be surprised to learn that even European explorers themselves documented encounters with black-skinned people in the Americas. Columbus himself in his journals wrote about Native Americans telling him of black-skinned people who had arrived before him trading gold-tipped spears. These accounts, often dismissed as hearsay or misinterpretations, take on a new significance when we consider the possibility of prior African exploration. Spanish conquistadors exploring Central and South America reported finding gold-tipped spears identical to those used in West Africa. These weren't just isolated artifacts. They were found in significant numbers, suggesting a well-established trade network that predated European arrival. Now you might be wondering why these accounts haven't received more attention. Well, history, like any good scientific theory, is subject to interpretation. And for centuries, the dominant interpretation has been one that centers European exploration and minimizes the contributions of other cultures. But as we delve deeper into the historical record, these previously overlooked accounts take on a new significance. Let's shift our focus now from physical evidence to the realm of culture. Because if ancient Africans did indeed reach the Americas, their influence wouldn't be limited to stone carvings and DNA. It would be woven into the very fabric of society, expressed through agriculture, architecture, and even spiritual beliefs. Consider, for example, the presence of African crops like yams and cotton in pre-Columbian America. These crops, not native to the Americas, were staples of African agriculture. Their presence across the Atlantic suggests the possibility of transoceanic trade and cultural exchange. And what about the architectural similarities between some Mesoamerican pyramids and ancient African structures? While it's true that pyramids exist in many cultures around the world, the specific design elements and astronomical alignments of some Mesoamerican pyramids bear a striking resemblance to those found in Africa. But perhaps the most intriguing connections lie in the realm of religion and spirituality. Researchers have noted striking similarities between certain African and Native American spiritual practices, including ancestor veneration, mask rituals, and even shared cosmological beliefs. These cultural parallels, while not conclusive proof of direct contact, add another layer of complexity to the story. They suggest that the exchange of ideas, beliefs, and practices across the Atlantic may have been far more extensive than previously thought. Just imagine for a moment the possibility that ancient African civilizations played a role in shaping the cultural landscape of the Americas. It's a paradigm-shifting concept, one that challenges us to re-examine our understanding of history and to appreciate the interconnectedness of human civilizations. We've journeyed across continents and through centuries, exploring the compelling evidence that suggests a profound and largely overlooked connection between ancient Africa and the Americas. We've uncovered historical accounts, archaeological discoveries, genetic links, and cultural parallels that challenge the traditional narrative of the discovery of America. Now, it's important to acknowledge that this is still an emerging field of study. More research needs to be done, more evidence needs to be unearthed, and more conversations need to be had, but the evidence we've explored today is too compelling to ignore. The story of ancient African explorers in America is not just about rewriting history, it's about expanding our understanding of the past, embracing a more inclusive narrative, and acknowledging the contributions of all cultures to the rich tapestry of human civilization. It's about recognizing that the history we've been taught is often incomplete, biased, and in need of revision. This is a call to action, my friends. A call to support further research into this fascinating field, to share this knowledge with others, and to demand a more accurate and inclusive representation of history in our textbooks, our museums, and our collective consciousness. Let's celebrate the ingenuity, resilience, and interconnectedness of humanity. Stay tuned for more discoveries and insights as we continue to explore this fascinating topic. As we conclude our journey, I want to emphasize that this is just the beginning. The story of ancient African explorers in America is far from over. It's a story that's still being written, a mystery that's still being unraveled. And that's where you come in. Yes, you're watching this video right now. You have the power to be a part of this ongoing exploration. By liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and engaging in thoughtful discussions, you can help raise awareness about this important and often overlooked aspect of history. Don't underestimate the power of your voice and your platform. By spreading the word, by asking questions, and by challenging the status quo, you can help ensure that this story is heard far and wide. Remember, history is not a static, unchanging monolith. It's a living, breathing entity that's constantly being shaped and reshaped by new discoveries, new perspectives, and new voices. And your voice, my friend, is crucial in this ongoing conversation. So let's continue to explore, to question, and to celebrate the richness and diversity of our collective human story. Because the more we learn about our past, the more prepared we are to create a more inclusive and equitable future. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop searching for the truth. We've just scratched the surface of a truly cosmic mystery. The idea that ancient Africans may have reached the Americas long before Columbus forces us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about history, exploration, and the interconnectedness of human civilization. It's a humbling reminder that our understanding of the past is constantly evolving, and that there's always more to learn, more to discover, and more to question. Just like the universe itself, history is full of wonders, mysteries, and endless possibilities. So, the next time someone tells you that history is boring or irrelevant, tell them about the ancient African explorers who dared to cross the Atlantic and challenge the very foundations of our understanding of the past. Because the universe, my friends, is full of wonders waiting to be unveiled. If you enjoyed this journey, please like this video to help Africarized reach more people.